Let's get into this video of the Hustler Surfer Pro 34 inch with the Accelerator bagger. So here we're at a commercial property. This is just the first initial leaf cleanup. Doesn't have to be anything super clean, but just getting ahead of the leaves. Here's my YouTube page. I've got a whopping 42 subscribers, so if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. I do have other videos on there. A lot of them, the Hustler Surfer Pro. I've also got my other 48 Super S and my Hustler Fast Track 60 on there. I did have to modify the mower to be able to put the Accelerator bagger on there, which I do have a video on my YouTube page that you can check out to see how to do that. This is just more of the visual of how well it does clean up. There was a lot of leaves here, so again, it doesn't have to be the cleanest, but we are getting some of the leaves out of the way. It's almost like snow. As long as you stay on top of it, it makes your life a lot easier. This little section here, I'm going around the edges, just kind of blowing everything to the center because I think it makes it a little bit easier for the bagger and the mower to keep up if you got a fresh line to go off of. So coming down this fence row, I actually slowed the video down, kind of just wanted to show the leaves getting sucked up in the bottom of the mower. And again, if I was really going to get this place super clean, I would have somebody on the outside blowing the leaves in so all that gets picked up. I did want to add with this video, when you see me cutting, I am cutting at about 3 inches and 3/4. About this time of year, it's either 3 inches to about 3 3/4. Here, it seemed like I was picking up the leaves best at 3 3/4. One thing, when you start watching yourself on video a lot, you start asking yourself why you do some certain things. I've noticed when I turn around sometimes, I use my body a lot when turning. Sometimes I like to stay close to the mower, but a lot of the times when I'm turning, as you see, I think here, I'm way far away from the machine, more legs than staying way forward. It's just kind of whatever makes you happy and feels the best. Just going back and forth here over everything, get a nice clean finish. I wanted to kind of show what it could look like versus what it did look like, as you'll see here in a second.
What up, guys? Out here on a small leaf cleanup job with the Hustler Surfer Pro 34 with the Accelerator bagger. Here is the property.
So as you can see, there's a huge difference in shooting a video with my cell phone camera, which my daughter does make fun of me a lot that it might be outdated by 8, 9, 10 years right now. So this is the GoPro. Got a guy with a backpack blower blowing out the mulch beds. Makes your life a lot easier if you can have two people. So one issue that I started running into, as you just saw with the arrow pointing there, is some of the leaves, if you've got a lot of them, will get piled up on your right side where your bagger is. So what I've found is once I've got an outside perimeter, I would basically just keep going around the outside as to not have the leaves pile up against that bagger. So that there was a good example of how many leaves you can pick up and then how quick you can get rid of them in the truck, and then basically reload, put the bagger back on the mower and get back to it. So as you see here, anybody who's done leaves runs into this. Anytime you start blowing them, you blow them one way, try to get under a bush, everything blows out the other way. So you kind of go back and forth to try to get all of them out of there. Yeah, what a beautiful day it is. Again, here in Indiana, it is the first week of November, and it is perfect weather out. 70, sunny, no wind, just beautiful. So I've been using the Hustler Surfer Pro 34-inch for leaf cleanup here about the last week, and I'm really impressed with it. It's done a really good job. Suction wise with the grass, as you see, I mean, it cleans everything up really nice. I go a little bit slow through some of the bigger piles, but really it's pretty impressive. This is probably my favorite shot of the entire video. It just really shows how clean the yard is and how well the mulch beds are cleaned out. Alright, in this little clip, I am driving the mower one-handed. I wanted a video the suction up next to these little landscaping rocks. So you can see how close you can get to them, and it actually pulls a lot of the leaves out of there. Again, I'm trying to do it one-handed, so not the best driving right here, but next we're going to transition to the backyard. This is a time warp video. This is me with just a little steel handheld blower. Sometimes with a backpack blower, it's nice with the power, but when you're in corners and around shrubs, it sometimes is easier just to use a handheld, as you have a little bit more mobility around those areas. As we get to the end of this video, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you come up with any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments and I will get you a reply.